the surface of this hole, then punch it, and it's still having some of the things or particles that should have been removed. So I'm opening the face. Okay, I'll open it. So now back to what I was saying before that. Let me look if I added the super glue that I said before, so that I shouldn't do a double job for myself. So what I'm going to do here is to clean this face. Well, I know I put super glue, but I'm going to add 4 minutes back. I have reached here. I'm not going to give myself double job in case of tomorrow, because the super glue is not showing too, it's not too obvious in the eyes. Like 4 minutes gone. This is your 4 minutes gone. You collect a little quantity of this red tube and a little quantity of this your blue tube, the same proportion. My fuel has come up. Let me twist this 4 minutes so that it will be drying. Then I will now put the fuel on the tank. So I will show you how am I applying this 4 minutes gun. Look at how I did it. I turn it, and I put it on the root of the 4 minutes gun, not on the center, not on the center. I'm cleaning any drop of the 4 minutes gun here. I'm putting it on the root. Let me go and put it on the sun to dry. So I've put it on the sun to get dried. Let me now pour this fuel to this keg that I'm using to work. So you need fuel for a neat job. Okay? For a neat job, you need fuel. Okay? For a neat job, you need fuel. So the 4 minutes gun is going to last for some minutes. I will go and bring it and fix it so that it will come to reality. Okay? So what I'm going to do now is this. I'll pause this video for 2 minutes. Okay, I brought it, but it's not up to the 2 minutes. I have a little idea on my head. Let me turn this engine like this, because there is no much oil. Oil I've thrown away now. So, but there's a little oil. So that let me put it in this way. So that when putting this your side cover, make sure that you are looking that the hole entered, so that you will not shake or alter anything. This second, I took another fuel so that I will complete the work I'm doing. So the second fuel has filled. Let me just pour it in and continue my teaching. So, okay. So what I'm going to do now is to put this tank in the safe place again. So I'm going to pour in this boat here and wash it. I'm using the opportunity for the gum, for the 4 minutes gum to dry. So this boat has been cleaned from the dirt. I'm fixing it one after the other. Okay. So the number of the boat that you remove should be the number of the boat that you are guiding. This is how you should know you are doing the right thing. Don't remove 5 and guide 4. This boat is 6 in number. Make sure that the 6 in number boat you guide it completely, because it will give you an issue. So now this is my white spinner, comprises of number 10. This time around, you make sure you key in each boat, you key it in, you lock it, because but you must be careful not to over tighten it so that it will not worn out. If you worn out, everything you are doing is rubbish. You will enter another suffer. So the best thing, you should be careful. That's why I'm using one hand. See, I'm holding my white spanner, gauging the number. Don't over tight it so that the boat will not worn out. The engine block itself will not worn out. Because if anything happens, you hear a snap and the boat worn out, or the engine block itself worn out, it will lead to another problem again. It will now lead you to go and retrade the engine block, or you should go and find another remedy. But in as much you want to be careful, just still try to make sure that you key it in slow and steady. What I go? So slow and steady. Don't use two hands to give it over force. Just one hand to gauge it. Gauging it. Okay? I've done what I felt is needful. That's how engine should be gauged. Let me still add a little locking. A little, don't take all your annoyance and lock it. Little locking. Okay? This is the long one, has a way to add a little strength because it is little distance. Okay? We are good to go. Everything is okay. Everything is okay. Now, let me try and clean the former deposit of oil, because when I finish, I'm going to run the engine so that I will make sure that what I did is okay before taking it out. So this is your brush and your fuel. I'm cleaning the trace of former oil so that when I will run it, I will not be seeing the trace of any former oil, so that I will know that my work is complete. Because if there is trace of former oil, you may think that what you did is not complete. You didn't do a good job. So another place that oil can be leaking on this gen is this place. This is called the oil alert wire. There is a knot here, 14 knots. If it is slack, oil can leak. That's another place oil can leak from a gen. So once you are caught up with oil leakage, You have to know the whole point that oil can leak from the, or you see from the center gasket, from this oil alert nut, oil alert nut, or you can also be leaking from, if you remove this cover, there is oil C that connected with the engine and the shaft there, or you can leak there, or you can be leaking from this oil pipe that take excess oil down to this carburetor cover. That is when your oil, you pour in excess oil, your oil can jump from the engine block to the top and pass in out excess oil. This one has no problem. It's leakage of excess oil. Oil can leak for, oil can still leak from this gasket here. There is top gasket. Oil, when generator is working, oil pump this to the here. Oil get to this place. Oil can leak from here. So these are the major places oil can leak. So, but how you can know where and what to do is when you first carry the engine up, you overview the side that you suspect the oil is coming from, then you first attack that place. When you attack that place, your mind told you, Nemaro, Alpha, when you attack that place, no, and your mind told you that you have done the job, then you know that you are good to go. But when you open that place and attack it, and you feel the need to touch other place, you can go ahead. But the only issue there is that the work of oil leakage is not an easy job. So you can't just be running up and down losing the whole places. Otherwise, you cannot be a good engineer. A good engineer must have a proper sight and look very well and watch very well. What I'm doing, I am watching this banjo so that I will not see the trace of any oil when I will couple it. So this is my fuel. Water go. So let me just add a little ragging. Let him look as if it came to the right place. The organic shop. The organic shop is the right place this gen could have been. What I go? So I'm fixing my banjo. So let me get the boot. Okay. So let me add a little fuel just to remove sand that may have been on this boat. Okay. So watch this banjo. This place that has thickness cover should be at the up. Here that have space line should be down so that any sound that enters your engine can fall out. So that's the trick there. So some people may just put it anyhow. You have to know the right place and the right thing to do. So let me adjust it a little bit so that I can tighten it. So with my white spanner again, let me first guide it. So I will use the T socket. Okay. Okay. Guiding it. So I'm guiding Are you seeing a serious guiding? No. Okay. Okay, let me get it down. Add a little strength to it again. Because this one needed to touch a little. Okay. So I'm done with that. Now I want to carry my armature. When carrying this armature, avoid using a dirty hand to touch the surface of this brush sitting. If there is dirty on it, it can cut off your current. Then you will now still go and begin to use your sandpaper to clean it. So just do a straightforward walk. Don't give yourself extra headache. So let me guide back the armature boot with my 14 flat. I'm guiding it back. So this is how I'm holding the armature. Okay. The flywheel is turning now. Then put this your screwdriver into this hole. There is a hole here. It will hit the flywheel. So when you are, because this armature bolt connected with the shaft, and the shaft now connected with the flywheel. So now it have become strong. So it's now turning the full engine. And let me use this thing to block it there. Right. Let me use a screwdriver to block it. So now it will block the flywheel so that it will stop turning. So that can my boat can tight. Now I've gotten what I'm okay, wait. Don't know why the chain still went off from okay. Okay. I'm getting some issue here. Okay, let me do it again. Okay. 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 I've given it a lock that I wanted. Now let me let me let me do the needful. The needful. So now let me put now my coil. I have to be very careful when carrying this coil, not to cut your hand or to allow it to slip from your hand and fall to the ground. It will give you another problem entirely, and you won't like to have the problem. So you see how I'm taking it? I am making sure that the coil fits into the armature so that it will just enter once. So now it's just a systematic thing. You put your hand where everything should go accordingly. So now let me use my hammer to just tap it a little, just a little, not much, just to make it guided. Now another way for you to do or to get it well is for you to put in your coil bolt. Now removing this socket handle. You have done its job. The ones that I need to move, when you walk, you clear a little. Make sure you clear yourself, not when you are walking everywhere is clumsy. The ones you fed you have used, you take them away and bring new one that you want to use so that you can be getting it well. Go. So don't fool your table or your hand everywhere with tools. You don't know the one to take. I've rinsed it. You have to have extra fuel. That was the reason why I was collecting fuel. When a customer bring fuel to you, you must, bring gen to you. You should be able to provide fuel in the tank so that you will not be working a dirty job or clumsy job. So that when you are working, you can rinse your hands. You understand me? You can rinse your hands when you are working. You can be able to use a clean a clean tooth, and also a clean pass. When you are using sandy tooth, a little dust can block the surface which the brush will contact current from the brush surface, and you'll be looking for fault. You don't know it was because of your little mistake that is giving you this problem that you find. Be very careful. I wanted to drag this engine, now my hand slip. This slipping can cause a lot of injury to me. If you made a mistake, your hand now hit. All these places are sharp edges. So when you are carrying your coil together with the frame, just know where you're positioning your hand to avoid peeling your hand. Now, I'm going to use this hammer to tap this edge a little so that it can support the coil boot so that you can get to the destination. Just a little, a little. You see what I'm doing? Don't just go ahead, tighten the coil boot to drag the armature seating, because it can break. And when it breaks, it is another money you want to spend. Now, what you are doing here, you are guiding it. You are not tightening one completely. You are not locking it completely. You tight this one, you go and tight this one. You don't just straight head tight one. You have to take it one after the other. I'm checking my mic. Let me not be talking and at the end my mic is off. That is the work we are doing here. Teaching is not easy. So now I have locked it because I've checked all. They are in the same gauge. The other one should not be too tight and the other one should not be free. All of them will be in the same gauge. So for issue of the locking, that's how it is. Now, another way you should know that you have fixed your coil very well. You come, you drag your gen. When you drag it, you discover there is no scratching of the armature with the surface of the coil. You know that you have fixed it well. Now, this is your brush. This is brush. You come here, you look at the surface, it's very clean. If it is not clean, you use a sandpaper to brush this face. If here it has dirty, the gen is not bringing light, you can use a sandpaper like this. This is your sandpaper. I've used it before to brush it, but I don't want to touch it because it has no issue of light before. So let me now just create work for myself. So now let me find its own boat. It has a whether or 6 or 8 boats, have you not? So I've guided it now. Okay, so my next step is to introduce in my frame. Are you seeing the job is almost done? So before that, I clear my table so that the flame will not scatter anything here or spill in any boat. So that's what I'm doing, clearing every avenue. So now I want to check the way I'm going to put in this. Okay, let me bring the frame first before I calculate. Go. Okay, so this is the frame now. This is the frame. So this side is where, okay, you're not seeing it well. But there's no problem. Use your initiative. Because sometimes when you naked this frame, you'll be calculating where and where. Okay, let me put my camera up a little. When you naked this your frame, you'll be calculating where and where your gem will be. So This is where my battery is. So the battery will go here. So the way I place this gen is where I'm going to put it now. So that is just it. Okay, I've climbed once again because, like I said, this gen is on top of table. It's like now that I climb here, it's like I'm on the ground, the same level with this skeleton. So that is just it. Okay, I have to be careful to know where and what to do. Yeah, I have fixed my engine. So let me do a little adjustment. This side of the engine did not enter the engine block well. So it is a done deal. It have entered. Just one thing again we should know. When I didn't open this side of the OEC side, I've done a major one. This one that I did at the other side is where I first saw. So I can work this one even though this place is leaking. But for now, the one I first saw is the one I am doing. So when I finish guiding it, I start it and check. If the other side has its own problem, the gem will be on the gem will be on the frame while I fix it. So I'm bringing my boat for the engine system, not to fix my engine system. So okay, now I'm fixing my exhaust. Exhaust. Okay, exhaust. Now let me fix the. Okay, that one is not an issue. The carburetor cover. Let me fix this exhaust first and come back to it. So I'm guiding the exhaust. Okay, guiding the exhaust. So I've now succeeded in putting this hanger to the engine system. So right now what I'm going to do is to add a little bolt too, not a bolt that supports the exhaust hanger. So I'm adding the bolt that holds the exhaust hanger. So that's what I'm doing now. Everything is falling together. This is your 12-13 ring. Twelve, 13 ring. Okay. Checking the one that is really the size. I was thinking the side I'm using was too wide, but it was the right side. Now I'm still guiding the engine sitting. The other one, it was the hanger of this exhaust that I guided. So now, so make sure that you take your time to guide any boat that you lose, so that when the gen is working, it will be working with less noise. When you did not take your time to guide your boat very well, you see the gen shaking and vibrating. You look as if it has too many noise. I've put in the boat of that side of the engine city. Now is the boat of these two sides. The other side is too rigorous and it's too in. So now all this one here has not much issue. You have space for you to tight it. Okay, I'm done with this. You put in the last engine sitting bolt. So you need to be rinsing your nut and bolt inside fuel so that sand will not hold it and give you a long distance walk. So that when you put it, it will easily go down with it.